Well, like to say good evening, everybody. Hope that you're doing well today. And today's video, today we're going to talk about the power of mainstream Freemasonry. We're going to talk about the power of mainstream Freemasonry. We're going to talk about uh, mainstream Freemasonry in the power that it wells. And if you don't think that mainstream Freemasonry wells any power, you are gravely misinformed. I don't care what other jurisdiction you may be part of. PHO, PHA, Ain't You Free and Accepted, John G. Jones, whatever you want to call it. I'm letting you know that mainstream Freemasonry holds and wields the power in Freemasonry in the United States of these so-called Americas. You can call me what you want. You can call me clandestine to the hilt. But tonight, we're going to talk about mainstream Freemasonry. We're going to talk about the power that they wield, the monopoly of Freemasonry that they hold, and if it don't go by them, it don't go. And it's just that simple. Now we can play this game about who's regular, who's irregular, but if it don't get by them, it ain't happening. And there's a way that if you carry yourself, if you do right, we're gonna get to that too. If you do right, you know, yeah, what they say, if it ain't white, it ain't right. I'm just saying. I just want you to be aware that when you think of Freemasonry in the United States, I'm letting you know that the grand state wills the power. Period. If you don't believe me, we're gonna check some facts tonight. We're gonna do some fact checking. Now, I've heard people come over here, hating. You know what? I don't block anybody from coming over here, coming on the page. I don't. I don't think that's necessary for me to do that. Um, it's not even worth me doing. I feel that my time is better served in getting information out, good information, pertinent information, some fact finding information. You know, so that's what I'm all about. And if you think, and if you believe that I'm wrong when I say something, and if you want to debate me on something, you can call in. We can have that conversation. But don't be after the show be talking about, or you watch the video and then you want to debate me. Oh, I don't talk to clandestine Mason, but you yet debating me, you yet inboxing me. That don't no. Let's not do that. And another thing, look, I'm gonna say this here to my Prince Hall brothers, and I'm saying this directly to you. If you want to be my friend on Facebook, it's cool. I'm down with it. Let me know. Hit me up. I'm grateful and I'm thankful that you have considered me to be a friend of yours on Facebook. I am. However, I'm gonna say this. Don't inbox me or messenger me telling me that, hey, you know what? I like what you say and I want to be your friend, but I can't let everybody know. No, I can't do that. I cannot do me like that. That's not right. That's not right, bro. You can call it what you wanna, but that's not how I get down. That's not good at all. So either you're gonna be an associate on Facebook or you're not gonna be an associate on Facebook. Are you gonna stand up and say, okay, I like what you say, or you're not gonna like what I say? I'm okay either way. But don't perpetrate. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not how please don't do that. So if you want to get in, you're welcome. You're welcome to come aboard. I don't know why my chat feature is disconnected. But anyway, so if you want to I'm finding out that my chat feature is disconnected on my CP, but I'm gonna have to fix that. So, but anyway, let's get right into this. I'm gonna share this here with you. If you're on tonight, I'm gonna share this with you. Okay, there is no mainstream Grand Lodge in the contacts of the Grand Lodge of England. The United Grand Lodge of England does not state that they recognize Mainstream Grand Lodge. Mainstream Grand Lodge. What they have is Grand Lodge of State, be it Connecticut, be it Minnesota, be it Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, the Carolinas. Grand Lodge of State. Okay? You're not going to go to their website and they're going to say these are the mainstream Grand Lodges we recognize. It's not going to go that way. It's going to say Grand Lodge of State. And this is how white Grand Lodges monopolize Grand Lodge. This is how they monopolize Freemasonry. My fault. This is how they did it. They said Grand Lodge of State. So when you think of Grand Lodge of State, you think of white Masons, predominantly white Grand Lodges, period, across the board. Now, we as black Masons, predominantly African American Masons with predominantly African American individuals in their lodges, we fall secondary to that. Our names for our jurisdictions are named from individuals who have really done well in the Masonic order, and be it Prince Hall, be it John G. Jones, be it King David, be it Moses, be it whomever out the Bible you may name your Grand Lodge after. That's how we do it. Because the Grand Lodge of State is monopolized. It's owned by the Grand Lodge of State. Period. It's owned by them. So there's nothing you can do. And not only that, what they did also is flipped it on you. So they said there can only be one Grand Lodge of State. So for 200 years, this is why they would never recognize Prince Hall, because they said in their constitution, in their bylaws, and the way they do things, is only one Grand Lodge of State. Period. Now, and they've said things in their minutes that will make you want to hurt somebody. If you've ever read any of the minutes of various Grand Lodges, predominantly white Grand Lodges, they have said in their minutes that they'll never recognize a black Grand Lodge. But granted, times have changed per se. So now that there is recognition amongst PHA, I'm glad, and the Grand Lodge of State, now that you have this recognition between those two bodies of Freemasonry, I think it's a great thing. I have no qualms about it at all. Okay? Now, this is what I don't like. I don't like brothers who are part of PHA who then turn around and look at your brothers who look like you, who are Masons, and begin to talk about them. That's totally disrespectful, because one thing, you are black men first, period. And for us to go at each other like dogs is really disheartening. It's really disheartening. Okay? Period. Now, let me get back over here on Mainstream. See, Mainstream power of Freemasonry. And let me tell you this here. And this is how it works, okay? Lawyers, doctors, judges, congressmen, and senators who are Masons, 98% of them are part of mainstream Grand Lodges. Captains, admirals, chiefs of police officers, highway patrolmen, 98% of them are mainstream Grand Lodges. If they are white, 98% of them are mainstream Grand Lodges. So who do you think wields the power? Now, granted, we may get cut some slack. Now, you may see a brother who happened to be part of mainstream Grand Lodges, a predominantly white Grand Lodge, and he may be a police officer. And just because you are a Mason, he may just cut you some slack. Let's just be honest. You know, the judge, the lawyers, they may just because you have taken that obligation, that oath, that you have done that thing, you have traveled that path, and you respect the organization as it is, you may find favor. You may receive some of the privileges of being a Mason. Accordingly, to if they have found you worthy and well qualified, they may just extend that cable tow. That's truth. Now, on the flip side of that, they don't have to. All right? It's not a guaranteed thing. So let's not get it tripped. Let's not get it twisted. But understand this. They will the power. When they want things to happen, when they want things to happen, it's gonna happen. And if you're not familiar with it, then you're missing something. You are missing something. So what happens is this is how it gets down. Like if you have a senator or lawyer, people in politics in the same Masonic lodge, you don't think favor is being granted either way, Democrat, Republicans, or independent? I'm just telling you what I know for a fact, not something somebody told me because, yeah, this is how they get down, okay? So you can jump up and down and wail and say that I'm not recognized, I'm not this, and I'm not that, but I'm telling you what I know as a fact because I've had the opportunity to sit. So you can shit and chew gum all you want to. Call me what you want, but this is how them boys get down now. If they find favor with you, you bringing something to the table, that's a whole nother ball game. You know, you got something to offer and you a Mason, you sit at the table with other Masons, it's a whole nother ball game. You can say whatever you want to say. Them boys, look, man, you got to look how they get down. And we over here debating who's regular and who's irregular. You need to learn how to get down yourself. We'd be a whole lot better off. And that's for sure. But no, we too busy doing other stuff. But I tell you this, Grand Lodges of State, they get the work done. They get it done. And this is why quite a few of us are becoming members of their jurisdictions. This is why. And let's be honest, it wasn't until the 80s that any of us was probably allowed to even become members. It's truth. I know the first Black Mason in California Grand Lodge. I know him personally. I've been to his house. I've sat and studied with him. I know him. I learned a lot about him, about Freemasonry from this gentleman. Okay? And not only that, he became the first Shriner in the California, in Arbar Shrine Temple. He became the first Shriner. Okay? I know him personally. So when he has something to offer. So don't think that you're just going to join a state Grand Lodge that don't have nothing to offer. You ain't being broke going to that Grand Lodge. Let's just keep it real. You're not going to be broke talking about you working in and out jobs. No, it don't happen that way. And it don't get down that way. Them boys willpower, okay? Bar none. And that's the way it's been, and that's the way it's going to always be until we wake up. When you wake up and understand how this thing is done, you'll be much better off. You talking about visiting their lodge. Man, it ain't about no visiting no lodge. It's not about that at all. You know, you talking about you can't visit a title lodge. Man, it is not about visiting no title lodge. You guys are sleeping. I need for you to wake up and see how this thing is actually being played out. Right before your very eyes. Did you not see the last video? Hidden in plain sight? Jesus. So you learn the catechism. Who's your grandmama? Who's your mama? You learn that stuff. That's not going to work when you go that direction. There's no catechism involved. But they do study you. They watch you. They study you. You know, they see. And hey, I'm no exception to the rule. You know, I'm not. Look, I'm all geared out. You know, I am. I like it. You know, that's just who we are as Freemasons, and especially if you Black. We like that. But they don't nearly get as geared out as we do. They don't do it. So you need to pay attention to how they get down. You know, pay attention to how they get down. Now, I'll tell you this here too. They like you. They like us. We have style about how we do things. We do. And they like that. They ain't gonna necessarily tell you that. There's a video up right now of brothers, Caucasian brothers who are Shriners. They camel walking. They ain't never camel walked in their life, but they camel walking. Oh yeah, they doing that thing. They camel walking. Yes, sir. They like our style. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We've always had style as a people. We create stuff out of nothing. We've always done it. The ideal is can we create that and keep it for ourselves? Can we claim it and own it? That's the thing. When we go to lodge meetings, and I don't care what jurisdiction you're in, I say we, I'm speaking predominantly African Americans. When we swear, we swear. Now you could say, well, Hawkins, you don't know nothing about that. Whatever. But when we swear, we swear. It is no walking around in that thing. When you come to that point, you making them heels clap, especially if you dress that night and looking sweet when you're doing it. So let's just be honest about who wields the power in Freemasonry in the United States. It is just that simple. And see, the Conference of Grand Masters of North America, just because it looks like they may disagree on the surface of recognition, they ain't breaking rank. They ain't outcasting none of their members, none of their Grand Lodges. They may call them out, and it looks good because they called them out, but they ain't casting nobody aside. They keeping every last one of them. So if the Grand Lodge of California don't recognize the Grand Lodge of Georgia because they don't like people who live an alternate lifestyle, gays in their lodge, just because the Grand Master kicked them out, do you think they broke code or broke ranks? They're gonna all be at the Council of Grand Masters meetings in North America whenever they have it, whenever they session. They're gonna all be there. Man, we need to start looking at things from a whole nother perspective, because a lot of us walking around sleep talking about being regular and irregular. You ain't this, you ain't that. And we missing the monopoly game. And I'm quite sure a lot of us grew up with the game called Monopoly. And you knew how it played. You buy up everything and everybody owns you. You want to get recognized. You want to be considered a legitimate Freemason. Get recognized by a Grand Lodge of State. Once that happens, then everybody think that you're legitimate. I don't care who you could be 2 cent Grand Lodge down the street. You get recognized by the Grand Lodge of State and you will be considered recognized by everybody else. That's power. You can do what you want. That's how power comes about. You talking about, some of us like to holler and scream charter. Where'd you get your charter from? Look, man, them boys don't care about where you get your charter from and your lineage. What you bringing to the table? If you got, I tell you what, if your Grand Lodge had 40, 50,000 members in your state, if your Grand Lodge had 40 or 50,000 members in its state, it would be equal to the Grand Lodge of your state more than likely. Do you not think they would be hollering it? Do you not think they'd be like, hey, let me holler at you for a minute? You know why? Because you have just as many members as they have. They want to talk to you because you're rolling right now. But just because you may have a few hundred, they ain't talking to you. You ain't bringing them to the table. What, a few hundred members? Nah. But if you're talking several thousand, we'll talk to you. We might even consider recognizing you. And if we do, everybody else is going to follow trait. And then you're going to be considered legitimate because we recognize you. First and foremost, when I look in the mirror, I'm already legitimate. I'm a legitimate man, period. The obligation I took in the lodge I took the obligation in made me a Mason, period. Recognized by the jurisdiction that lodge works under. I'm a Mason, period. Now, if you're not recognized by mainstream Masons, They may say, well, no, we don't recognize you as such, but that's okay. See, the thing is that as long as I'm recognized, as long as I know who I am, I'm all right. See, the problem is some of us don't know who we are. And what happens is when you don't know who you are, then you depend on somebody else to identify who you are. And if they forever call you clandestine, that's all you ever be, because you don't know who you are. Just that simple. One brother was going back and forth talking about, oh yeah, you're clandestine because you're not recognized by mainstream Grand Lodge. No, you need to go look up that Masonic word clandestine and look up the real meaning to the word clandestine. Let's have that conversation. That's going to be on another day. I already made a video about it. Look, do your, before you come at me, do your research. And then if you really want to have a conversation, you can come online. But inboxing me, messaging me, that's not going to get it. That shows me you want to be like Nicodemus when he went to see Jesus at night. How do I enter my mother's womb? How do I become born again? Come on now. No, that's not how it happens. If you're going to be a man, stand up and be a man. Because if you allow someone else to identify you, if you allow someone else to write your history about you, you're not going to know who you are. That's why so many of us is messed up right now, because we depend on somebody else to identify who we are as Masons. That's not, no, and no. We, first of all, in my own personal opinion, when I see a brother who just so happens to have on a baseball cap with the Masonic emblem on or anything else, he's a black man first. And I respect the fact that he joined a Masonic organization that helps him to become a better man, because in that lodge he's supposed to be in your Masonic lodge, they're supposed to be teaching you and educating you about respect, charity, brotherly love, relief, and truth. That's how they're supposed to be getting down. They're supposed to be giving you some what we call working tools, which symbolizes a deeper hidden meaning within Freemasonry, that you may check yourself along in life, that you may be able to walk upon the level, that you may be able to act upon the square, that you may be able to, square your actions, You may be able to do those things, but if you do not apply any of those things that have been given to you, you are a messed up person. You are, you definitely that. Oh shit, Rock 101, that's my guy. And he keeps me balanced. Rock 101 keeps me balanced. He wants to blow up the whole damn bridge. And you know why he want to blow up the bridge? And he can correct me if I'm wrong. Because some of you are just totally disrespectful towards your own people. And I'm just saying some of you, here we are as black men and we debating some childish stuff. Instead of uplifting each other, we want to just, no, but you're not going to get that here. On this site, my Prince Hall brothers, my ancient free and accepted brothers, my modern free international, the way you run your business, the way you run your business. However, as a Mason, I'm going to respect you as such and as a brother until you have proven me different, until you as an individual have proven me wrong. See, I'm not going to throw everybody in the same boat. I'm not going to do that, because everybody don't deserve to be put in the same boat. So I won't do that. I'll leave that where it's at, because I do have some Prince Hall brothers that has my back. Come to my house, we break bread, we eat. We down. I've had some brothers who have left my lodge and went and joined Prince Hall. We still deep. Come over to my house, we break bread. See, that's how it's supposed to be done. But for some of you who leave and go join various lodges, be it ancient free or be it, you look back and say, them mother this and they that and they this. You probably didn't get your way. That's what probably happened. You left Prince Hall because you didn't get your way. You left Ancient, Free, and Accepted because you didn't get your way. That's what you did. It's okay. It's really all right. But that's what you did. You left because you didn't get your way. Now, my mainstream brothers, I'll give them some credit. They smooth with it. They smooth. Now, I ain't saying all of them are, because they will take you to court in a heartbeat. My mainstream brothers, if the lodge did something wrong and the Grand Lodge won't correct it, oh, we going to court. And they will go to court in a heartbeat. And it's not even about the fact that you're Masons, you're not supposed to go. They go because of the principle. That's how serious it gets to them. See, no, you're not just going to come up in there as a Mason, right? You're not going to do it. See, that's what separates them a lot of time. And I give them some credit. See, when you're talking about becoming a member of Mainstream Grand Lodge, you're not going to go in there talking about you're not working. I'm between jobs. No, it's not going to go down that way. You're going to have a full-time job. You are going to be taking your business. Now, I ain't saying that none never sneaks through the door, sleep or just ease in. I ain't never saying that. But I'm saying for the most part, if you join Mainstream Grand Lodge, you're going to be on point. You're going to have something to offer them, because they definitely ain't going to have something to offer you. I'm in the Grand Lodge of Texas, and brother knows fully well what I'm trying to build. Yeah, I know what you're trying to do. I do. And you know what's over there already. The ideal is for us. And when I say us, I'm talking to Black Masons, period, across the board. It is time for us to understand who we are. When you do that, it's a game changer. The ideal is most of us don't know. And most of our leaders are afraid to do anything. They're afraid to take a dump. Well, I can't do it. I can't do it. Who's stopping you from doing what you want to do? If you are a Grandmaster State, be it whatever jurisdiction you are, and you want to make something happen, who's stopping you from doing it? If your General Grand Masonic of Congress is stopping you from doing the right thing and building and really going outside of your boundaries, then you have an issue with your General Grand Masonic of Congress. Okay? That's who rules most Ancient, Free, and Accepted Mason Grand Lodges, General Grand Masonic of Congress. That's who rules you. You know, Grand Masters may say that they sovereign, but that's an illusion. You ain't sovereign. You know why you ain't sovereign? Because if you were sovereign, you would do right by your members. But because you're not sovereign and you listen to the President General, look around. Look around. They leaving. And I'm not saying that they're leaving you in particular. I'm just saying that they're leaving and they're going to other jurisdictions, whatever they may be. And some are coming to you. Yes, some are coming to you. But still, come on. All I want to do is shake you and wake you up and understand the game of Monopoly. I know you played it when you was younger. But come on now. We big boys now. You say it's crazy that this is tonight's topic. I was just talking to my Lodge brothers about it. Yeah. You know? And you know what? And talking about Monopoly, see, this is when you have people who are in high priority jobs, you know, and they are Freemasons, and you need something done. You don't think that you're not going to get it done? Come on, people, talk back to me. You don't think that if I have a lawyer in my lodge and I need to have something done, you don't think I'm going to get it done? Oh, brother, it's getting done. Period. If you think that I don't have a congressman, a senator in my lodge and I need something done in my district, you don't think it's going to get done? It's going to get done. All it's going to take is a couple of phone calls. That's it. It's going to happen. But see, what it is that we playing, I don't know what some of us are doing. We so hell bent on tearing each other up till we missing out on Monopoly. We missing out on the real game that's being played. Like I said in my last video, hidden in plain sight, bruh. This thing is hidden in plain sight, and you too busy talking about what somebody can't do, and you're missing out on what's really happening around you. Yeah, they get down like that. For real. Now, some people may say, well, Hawkins, you really shouldn't be talking about it like that. I just want to wake you up. I want to shake you. I want to wake you up to let you know that, hey, this thing is bigger than what you think. Oh, you still sleep. And I just want to wake you up to let you know you got to take the red pill or the blue pill. If you like where you at and your Grand Lodge is doing what it's supposed to do, and you get the respect that you have amongst your peers there, and you ain't putting up with all the BS, roll with it. Keep it and roll with it. But if you're in a place in your jurisdiction to where you find every time you go to a meeting, you doing the same thing over and over, you ain't getting no light, no education, no programs, none of that. Come on now. You talk back to me, somebody. Come on, take that or let it alone. It is what it is. Right here, I'm in state championship football game. Want to send you a big shout out. They needed financial help because they didn't at this time they don't have a booster to really get them over the hump. And I went live on my Facebook page and I challenged the African American Masons here. Say, look, man, let each lodge come up with at least $500 to make a donation. You know how it was like crickets. Beep. Nobody made a sound. Now, I'm not saying individuals didn't make a donation. I can't say that. But I'm saying together, the donation that we could have put together really would have been a great donation coming from the Masons, period. Leave your jurisdiction out of it. I'm just saying, as Masons, we could have come together and given at least a minimum of $1,000, $2,000 donation. But we were so hell bent, oh, Hawkins is the one doing it. We're not going to support him. You're missing out on the big picture. Do you know what they could have done for the young men on that football team when they'd have seen the Masons come up and say, well, you know what? We want to donate you $2,000, $1,000 on your trip, short notice, but this is what we want to do. But you so hell bent, well, if my lodge ain't doing it, I can't do it. If we didn't come up with the ideal, I can't do it. You're missing out on opportunities for our young men to see us as Masons to get some stuff done in our community. Totally missing out on it. Rock has a point from the PHA standpoint, and it is a shame to, however, I am on my man, and I see every Mason as such. But PHA is behind. Well, I'm just saying, we need to step our game up. And the best way to do that is to communicate. Let's look at it from a humanitarian point of view. Let's take it from there, because that's who we are first. And then everything else, man, that's just so childish sometimes. And the next person who wants to debate me on Freemasonry, you need to call in, because I'm not going to respond. As a matter of fact, I just may just take you off when I read them crazy old comments that you be leaving. It doesn't make any sense, Just doesn't make any sense. Brother Hawkins, as I've always maintained, it is not up to Ancient Free and Accepting International. I know that, Brother Rock. I got you. Brother Rock, you have always maintained. Yes, I know. I got you. I agree with you. This is why I'm 100% unapologetic about being a part of John G. Jones Grand Lodge of California. Period. I'm not backing up. I'm not backing down. I'm not sitting down. I'm letting you know I'm unapologetic about it. And I don't care. I don't care who hears it. I don't. And for those of you who are a member of other jurisdictions, you should feel the same way. You should feel the same way. If you're Prince Hall, you should be unapologetic about being Prince Hall. International, Modern, Free, and PHO. But in the process of being unapologetic about it, be about it. Walk that walk. Don't be child's play with it. Man up. What's up, Brother Cooks? How you doing? Brother Victor, the only child, Brother Montgomery, Rock 101, Lee Hall. How everybody doing today? Welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I just want to be able to shake some of us up and just let us know that there's a game being played, and it just seems like we're not even on code to play the game, and this is what hurts us because we're not on code, What's up, Modern Free? What's up, Brother Jackson? How you doing? So, but if we was slightly on code, it would be a game changer. It would be. It really would be. If we were slightly on code. But we're not on code because we have leaders who refuse to do right. And when I say do right, I'm talking across the board. To do right is to say, look, we're all part of the same hue. Okay? Period. We're all part of the same hue. Until I found him or them as worthy and well qualified as I am myself. Now, if I find you not well qualified as I am myself, then we may have some issues. But that's between me and you. And those things can be worked out. But what happens is we look at each other and we go into this long drawn out conversation. We do the Q&A. The Q&A is not meant to be done in public. It's meant to be done in private. There's only two places you need to do a Q&A. That's in your lodge, if a visitor is coming, or in a private, away from everybody else. That's when you do a Q&A. But to try to Q&A somebody in public, in front of strangers, that's not how you're supposed to do that. That's no. But I've seen it. I've seen it done in clubs. Brother hit me up. Oh, no, bruh. Caught me off guard. I was like, no, this is not the place nor the time. Nope. We can leave. We can go outside. Then you can talk to me. But up in here, it ain't going down like that. Otherwise, it's cloudy. Yeah, it's cloudy. It's cloudy on his Facebook page. It's cloudy on his YouTube page. Yeah, it is. But that's okay because those who are interested in Freemasonry, I want to give it to them all. I want to give them the naked truth and let them make their own decision about what jurisdiction, which way they want to go, but enjoy Freemasonry along the way because let me tell you, it's an awesome fraternity to be part of. Freemasonry or Freemasons has its privilege, period. I don't care what jurisdiction you're in. You modern free, you see another modern free brother, you extend that cable toe. That's a privilege. Okay? It is. Care what you say, it's a privilege. You international, you see another international brother from another state, you extend that cable toe. That's a privilege. PHO, PHA the same way. The ideal is to make the privilege broader, to really see if that person is worthy and well qualified, not by their jurisdiction, but by the character, how they carry themselves, how they act, That's how you get down. But telling a person, I can't recognize you because of your jurisdiction, you have missed out on something that could have been a great friendship. You have missed out on someone that may have been able to really help you financially. You just don't know who people are. But because you're so cold, you done it. You're so cold. I've never had an issue with any brother from a different jurisdiction, including all of the ancient free and accepting Masons accepting me as a brother. Hall never even had a white Mason from so-called Mainstream. only PHA. That says a lot, coming from Rock 101. That says a lot. The ideal is that we need to change that focus. We need to change that, And when I say we, I'm talking about all of us, because hurt people, and a lot of us are hurt, and a lot of us has been drugged into this thing till we don't even know. Because what we say, well, you know what, John G. Jones did this, and Banks did this. He didn't start right, and this person did that. Man, let that go. Let it go. Let it go and enjoy Freemasonry. Stay out the bushes. Enjoy Freemasonry. Okay? Because a lot of us are stuck in the bushes. Can't come out. You need to be raised up out the bushes. raised up. Oh, shit. And that's real. And on this platform right here, if you think that you have something to say that's going to be beneficiary for everyone, and you're going to lift up the people and not tear them down, hey, I welcome you. But if you're part of that BS, no. You don't rock here. You don't get down like that. Well, all unlike that, Brother Rock. Individuals are just that. However, there are people within, like myself, who wants to see that change. All right, Brother Lee Hall. There you go, Rock. And yeah, there are individuals that want to see that change. But you know what? Here's the change is going to come with the leadership. You can't just up and just turn the Titanic around. There's a process in doing that, and this may take a little while. I may not be here to see it, but while I'm here, I want to be able to instill in individuals that I contact with the essence of Freemasonry and what it is, and the fact that they can enjoy it once they become a member, because there's a lot of people who are interested in Freemasonry, but they see the bickering amongst us, and they wondering what's the problem here. I thought Freemasonry, I thought you guys really kind of looked out for each other. That's the perception. That's the illusion. For the most part, that's the illusion. The what really happens is it boils down to individuals. That's what it boils down to. But the illusion that everybody has is that, oh, Freemasonry, all of you guys are just one big happy family. Hell no, we're not one big happy family. You could take that to the bank. We're not. Yeah, family do fight. We do disagree. The process is, how do you heal? Because a lot of us are hurt. A lot of us are hurt. Oh, I came from PHO, and man, they did me wrong. They did me dirty. And now you're going to talk about them because they did you wrong. They did you dirty. You need to get over that particular hump by confronting those individuals who did you wrong, who did you dirty. You need to confront them, get that up off your chest, and move on. Because as long as you holding that and you taking it out on that whole jurisdiction, you're gonna hurt people. You're gonna come back throwing some dirt. That's what you're gonna do. So you might as well just, hey, damn boy, y'all moving, ain't you? Ooh-wee. I ain't seen all that. I'm not interested in widespread good counseling to PHA because I didn't start it. A PHA brother can visit my lodge, and any brother once they prove themselves to be a Mason. Yet I cannot visit a PHA lodge. That's politics. That's politricks. Rock 101. See, I would say this from what I know. Most ancient, free, and accepted Masons are set up a little bit differently than most other Grand Lodges are, as far as recognition is concerned. Most of us, we follow on the fact that if you are a brother of various jurisdiction, you can prove yourself to be a Mason. you can more than likely come visit that lodge. You know, you got somebody to vouch for you. You can do more than likely you can visit. Whereas with PHA, they may have books or a book that they reference to see if your lodge or Grand Lodge is in it, and you know they choose whether to let you visit based upon that book. But most, if not all, of the ancient, free, and accepted Masons, they don't get down like that. They say, okay, look, what you got? Let's have this conversation. You know, once you get past the title, you may be able to visit. That's how they get down, you know? And there's nothing wrong with it. They're going to want to come talk to us. All right, you know? My family who are PHA can kick rocks, bro. Whoa, that's deep. Ooh, that's deep. When it comes like that, that's deep. And that's why I say hurt people hurt people. If I'm a Mason and you're a Mason, and when we family, and you allow this to interfere with family, that's deep. That's deep. Hurt people hurt people. And we gotta somewhere we gotta find a way to heal. Because as long as we are where we at, we're gonna be outside looking in. You know? We're gonna be outside looking in. And I'm gonna share this with you. That movie Django. Think about that movie. How did Django get hooked up with the white guy? And think about the game the white guy was playing. It was a game he was playing. You know, when he wanted to, he had this fake warrant, right? When he had to get down with the business, he said, well, this warrant is from such and such, and if you bother me or mess with me, there's going to be repercussions. And after that white guy died, Django started doing the same thing. Did you pay attention to that? Huh? He convinced them guys, look, man, we can go back. These guys are worth X amount of money, and I give it all to you. And he showed them the paperwork, the same paperwork the white guy showed him. Now, I'm not saying that any of the bounties that he collected wasn't legit. I'm just saying that the way he did it, you know? You have to be the change that you want to be. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course you have to be the change, you know? This is why I'm able to rock. This is why I'm able to agree with Rock 101 a lot of times. I can agree to disagree with him on some issues, but he stands his ground and lets you know exactly how he feels. Now, if you can ever get over that, and you and him can have the conversation, it'll be great. It'll be great, because I know some Prince Hall brothers who have reached out to Rock, wanting to, hey, let's have that conversation, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it, nothing at all. But the power of Freemasonry lies within the mainstream Grand Lodge. Anybody want to disagree with that tonight? The power of Freemasonry in the United States lies within mainstream Freemasonry. On all levels. All levels. Period. So, I say that to say this, that if you think that because you're a Freemason and that it's all good, you know, you geared up like I'm geared up. I'm here at the house, so I like to gear up. But to go out and be all geared up, they look at you, they'll be like, hey, that's a brother right there, yeah. You don't find them all geared up like us. Just that simple, you don't. I'm not saying that all of them don't. I'm just saying the majority of them don't. Now, I've seen some Caucasian Masons, some mainstream Masons, all geared up. I have. And I have nothing against that. But I'm saying the majority of them don't gear up like this, because there's a whole nother game being played. Now, we got to learn how to do this, play that same game. And when we do, it becomes a game changer. And I don't know how many of us are ready to change the game. We damn, because Freemasonry is not a fashion show. It's not a fashion show. And I agree with you, but I do like my gear. I do. I like it. I'm at the house and I got brothers over. Yeah, I do. And even when I go out sometimes, I have a jacket. I throw it on every now and then, you know. But let me tell you, that gear is $1 billion business. Yeah, embroidery, that gear. Yeah, come on now. Come on. Oh, that gear makes that money. But we have to learn how to play the game. Let me see. We have our own team, but our team have to be strengthened. You know, we got to strengthen our team. We have a team. We just got to strengthen our team. You know. Thanks for the head up, brother. I'm always thinking 10 steps ahead. Like I said, I stayed at AF and AM right here in South Central California, but now I've become PHA. I'm making a difference. All right. That's right, brother Shaheed. And I congratulated you on that, bro. I appreciate you. That's right. Do it. Nah, we still trying to please the master. Man, look, I ain't got time to please nobody. The only body I want to see pleased is us. Period. Ain't got time to try to please nobody else. It's hard enough trying to please us and trying. No. Now some of us may be trying to please the master. I won't doubt that, but I ain't trying to have that conversation. I ain't trying to. No. Not trying to do it. That's too much. And that's for real. So PHA is clandestine. Oh, to some people they are. To some jurisdiction, yes, PHA is clandestine to some jurisdiction. Yeah, to some jurisdiction, PHA is clandestine. You know. Rock 101. Someone needs to be the bigger men, especially black folks. You know that's true. Well, Brother Terrell, I'm going to agree to disagree. I'm going to just share the other side to you when you say that. When you say someone needs to be the bigger man. When you have been denied certain things in life, I mean totally denied. I mean just been denied. And you finally get to a place to where you have your own. You know what you say to other people? Fuck you. If I hurt anybody's feeling with that, you can take it or let it alone. That's what they say. And some people may be watching this video and say, did he really say that? Yeah, I said it. When you've been hurt for a long time, been denied, and you get your own, man, you like, you ain't even looking that way. You don't even want to have the conversation. And this is where some of us are at amongst ourselves. This is where we at because we've been hurt for a long time. And in being hurt people. Come on, I keep saying it over and over again. You know? You mad at your lives that you left because they did X, Y, and Z. You mad because they didn't vote you in as a wishful master or a junior warden or a senior warden. You mad because of this or that. So you leave, you go join another jurisdiction. You talk bad about the jurisdiction you left. You're angry, you hurt. You did not confront the very people that hurt you. But you taking it out on the whole entire jurisdiction. And this is what has happened amongst us. You know, we mad. Now is not the time to be mad. Now is the time to really stand up and face those demons. That's where you at. You got to face the demons. You want growth in your life? Face your demons. You'll grow. You face them. Oh yeah. That so-called recognition is only, wow, boy, y'all putting up some stuff. 11 years, huh? You know? So that's where we're at. Oh, Brother Montgomery and Brother Rock 101, y'all need to exchange phone numbers so y'all can have a conversation. That's all I gotta say. Do that. Because that's where it's gonna start at, with a conversation. It's not about who's being the bigger man, it's about the conversation. You know? Uh, and that's another thing. I'm tired of us apologizing for people who have hurt us. Man, just go and apologize and get it over with. No! I'm tired of us looking down and apologizing for people who have hurt us. No, stop apologizing. Well, I'm sorry, bro. He ain't mean to do it. Until he apologized, let it go. It ain't yours to apologize. No, leave it alone. Mm-mm. And that happens, you know. Stop apologizing. I'm done apologizing, you know. If you don't want to be my friend or brother, okay, so be it. Kick rocks. Go on, go about your business. If you want to be my friend, my Masonic brother, and we're going to be on the square, we're going to do this thing, let's do it. But I'm not apologizing. None of us should be apologizing to anybody about anything we do in Masonry as far as our jurisdiction is concerned. Period. None of us. But, oh well, you know, you got to get the salt out your eyes if you come over here. What's that? No. Hurt people hurt people. Come on now. So until we get over that hump, until we stay out the bushes, until we decide to take the red pill or blue pill, we're going to be forever in this condition. And I don't like the condition I see most of you in. I don't. I don't like it. Because as a Mason, as a brother of yours, as a black man, when the police pull you over, they don't see jurisdictions. They don't ask you what jurisdiction you from. You know what they ask you? All right, do you have a warrant? Do you have papers? You ever been arrested? Huh? Where you going? Why you here? They don't ask you what jurisdiction you from. No, them boys don't do that. No, You got to learn, man. This is a hell of a game to be in and not know how to play the game. That's all I'm saying. It's a hell of a game to be in and not know how to play the game. Period. That go for me too at times, you know, because I have gotten caught up in some of the going back and forth. I have, you know. That's just being truthful and real. But even for me, I have to understand that my time and energy is more important than wasting it on a dead debate about somebody calling me a name. For me to say, okay, you know, whatever, you know. And that's the thing. Once you realize who you are, man, you keep it rolling. It's just that serious. You keep it rolling. If the white AFNAM is affiliated with the UGLE or the Conference of Grand Masters, then the answer is yes. Oh, I missed the question. Boy, you guys got a whole thing going on over here. Around 1784 or 1789, African Lodge number 49 received their charter from England, which they kept in a vault in Boston. Okay. All right. That sounds good. But you know what's hurting us? It's the fact that we're talking about that. That right there, I'm going to tell you too. Terrell, I think this brother Terrell and Brother Rock, that question about a charter or a warrant or who got what when, let that go, man. Let that go. You know, we need to be, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, we need to be discussing other issues that's going to benefit our jurisdictions as a whole, in our community where we're at. That's the discussion that we need to have. You know, whether who got a charter from where. That right now, man, time is at hand, bro. Time is at hand. If Masonry was illegal, do you think a charter will matter? If Masons in the United States, and it was illegal to be a Mason in the United States, do we really believe that a charter is going to change things or save us? We're going to have to save ourselves. You don't like the condition you're in? Do something about it. You don't like where you at? Do something about it. Until you do something about your condition and where we at, we're going to forever be in that condition. You're going to forever be where you're at. Simple as that. So my thing is for me to try to help some of us who want the help to be enlightened on the condition for which we find ourselves in and do better. But if you don't want that, hey, move on. Somebody want it. Somebody want it. And if you're looking to become a Mason, yeah, hit me up. And I don't care what lodge you go into, as long as they treat you right and teach you right. Because if I send you to a lodge, that's what I want them to do. You know, my name is all I got. It's worth more than gold to me. That's all we ever got. As an individual, all we ever got is our name. And that's worth more than gold. Because once your name is mud, whoo, it's hard to come back from that. It's hard. And that's for real. So keep that. Don't let that go. Whatever you do, don't let it go. You know? But some of us, we don't even care. You know? I remember a time when I was growing up, and maybe most of you, that our parents often told us, wherever you go, respect the name. Carry your name with some dignity. You know? Because it was a reflection of your home. So to my Prince Hall brothers and to my ancient free and accepted brothers, to my modern free international, if you are acting an ass in public, it's a reflection upon your home. Now, people won't know the jurisdiction you're in unless you got it printed somewhere, but you are a reflection of the whole entire fraternity of Freemasonry. You are the reflection because you're out doing whatever you're doing. You are a reflection of that. Come on now. Someone asked about why AF and AM being accepted or recognized. There are a few white so-called mainstream Grand Lodges that are free and accepted Mason. There is. There is. Oh yeah. It depends on state, but mutual recognition has been established between Mainstream and PHA. It has. And that's a great thing. That's a great thing. Now the ideal is can you flip that? And you may be saying, what do you mean can you flip it? Can you flip that and give the same respect to other brothers who are not Prince Hall? Can the Grandmaster Prince Hall flip that and give that same respect? I ain't saying recognize, I said respect. See, in the South, if you are a Klansman and you come to me and you tell me you don't like me, I can respect you. And you damn sure gonna respect me. It is. It is what it is. See? But if you have the sleight of the hand and smiling in my face and shaking my hand and calling me brother, but yet trying to stick me up, there's no respect in that. None whatsoever. And this is where we're at between us. We have no respect for each other. Whereas when mainstream comes into play, they wield the power. If they say that you are recognized, then you become more a legitimate Freemasons. If I'm lying, somebody can tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Say you're lying. And then I want you to back that up. you know. So that's where we're at today. So look, it's 105. We've been on here for 65, well, I love an hour and 5 minutes. I want to say I appreciate everybody for coming on. If you got anything you want to ask me, go right ahead before I get ready to log off tonight. I believe this has been a great dialogue, a great conversation. I hope I have been able to enlighten and to be able to give you something tangible, to give you something to think about on besides the usual glitz and gold that some may get, you know. Brother Hawkins, I've never had a white Freemason not to accept me, even after telling them. I can agree to that. I can agree to that. Brother Rock, I can agree to that. That's why I'm saying hurt people hurt people. See, if you're not hurt and that person to do anything to you, more than likely it's going to be a respect thing there, you know, more than likely. But if you have done something to me and somebody has said you've done something to me and rumors have it, we hurt each other on that. We do. And we have to stop. That's where we're at. How do you stop the madness? How do you stop the hurt, man? How do you stop it? You know? And how do you start to heal? A lot of us hadn't gotten over a lot of stuff that happened in our lives, and it goes with us through our daily journey. You know, we pass it on and pass it on. And this is where we find ourselves at. You know? But the dividing factor in all of that is like I've said before. Mainstream said that you are now recognized. And I'm not saying all, but for some, when that edicts came down, when that began to pop off and happen, a lot of us began to look at other non-Prince Hall Masons in a different light. We did. And it's okay to admit to that, because that is what happened. That's what happened, you know? Yeah. All right. So y'all have that conversation. Personally, I don't even like calling them mainstream because there's nothing mainstream about them. The term infers everybody else is different. I refer to them as state grand lodges. That's a great way of looking at it. But see, this is what happened. In the earlier days of the recognition between PHA and state grand lodges, there had to be a differential. And when I say that, it is clearly to distinct who was who amongst the Mason. And the reason Mainstream was chosen is because they was bigger and they owned the name of the state, the Grand Lodge of Texas. They don't call themselves Prince Hall Grand Lodge. No, it's the Grand Lodge of Texas. They are, like you said, state Grand Lodge, but they're more mainstream. That's just like ABC and CBS and NBC. Mainstream news. The rest of them are all cable. That's what we got. If it ain't ABC, CBS, and NBC, it's cable. One is main, those are mainstream, and the other ones are cable. But it's all television. It's all television, baby. You know, different programs, all television. And here's the thing. They began to buy up, you know, Viacom buying up BET, you know. So hey, it's monopoly. And when you learn how to play that, we'll be a lot better off. We would. Just got to do it. Brothers just need to remember, we take good men and make them better. And remember that there are passions in the jewel of a Freemason. Absolutely. But Brother Shaheed, as much as we like to quote that, we need teachers in our lodges that's going to really teach Freemasonry. Until we get that, this is what we're going to have. This is where we're going to be at. And that's the truth. You know? This, when you get when you get teachers in your lodge to help good men become better men, the fraternal order will truly thrive. We will truly understand how to play this game of monopoly amongst Freemasons. But until then, this is what we're gonna have. It's not something I enjoy saying, but it is what it is right now. I don't think Prince Hall is the problem. We have bigger issues with pyramid schemes and hazing. Who is that said that? Brother Mentor, you're absolutely right. I have to agree with you to that. Truth is what truth is. You're right. There are bigger problems. There are bigger problems. But we have lodges teaching on all sides. We need to teach unity. Rock said teach unity. Woo! Rock said we need, oh my God. Ugh. Anyway, I ain't gonna touch that right now. That may change in a minute. He may want to blow that up too. Rock, I gotta have you on the show, bro. I gotta have you on the show for real. Oh, no problem. I will do that. I would definitely drop a jewel before I get out of there. Among non-PHA lodges. Boy, I tell you, you had a hell of a comeback on that one, didn't you? Oh, you did. You had one. Yeah, you had one waiting in the wings. I heard that. Oh, man. So look, gentlemen, as I get ready to depart, it's been good. I'm glad that you was able to join me tonight, gentlemen. And some of the sisters that popped in and popped out, I greatly appreciate you coming on. And I do need to talk a little bit more about the OES sometimes, but I have to come at our brothers from a different direction, because I believe once we get our act together, the sisters are definitely going to be stronger, for which they already are. Sometimes the sisters are like way ahead of us on some things, and I have to be like, damn, how did they get? But anyway, so tonight, the jewel I'm going to drop, okay, check this out. So you see these wings, right? So you see these wings? One is in the Pacific, one is in the Atlantic, okay? Pacific, Atlantic. Looking where? East and where? West, all right? It's 306, them birds can see either way, okay? Then, okay, you see the feet is hanging in the Gulf of Mexico. The sword is the defender of truth. The wings, all right? One is in the Pacific, one is in the Atlantic, okay? This right here is the defender of truth. The sword is the defender of truth. And there's a banner that hangs on that sword, okay? Just want to let you know, east and west, all right? East and west, all right? So just think about that for a moment. Oh, and the crown of glory. Just saying. And then you got the 33, right? I'm just think about that for a moment. If you are already there. If you're not there, just go look it up and have some fun with it. I think he would say that if it was George Washington could help in his quest for Masonic light, then why is there still a divide in Freemasonry? Bruh, why is there still a divide in Freemasonry? Oh God, you gotta go. Whew. Hey, I want to tackle the question is, how do we heal the divide? The fact of a divide and go. No, how can you heal the divide? Ooh, you almost gave me a headache on that one. Brother Lee Hall, that one almost gave me a headache, bro. Oh, wow. Yeah. So look, I'm going to get ready to go. As I've said, I hope that you was able to get something from tonight. And definitely, human nature, imperfect human nature. Yeah, that's true. Trying to be perfect, though. Nobody said I couldn't be perfect, even though I'm imperfect. Just think about that for a moment. Just for a moment. So, for the fifth time, I'm going to go ahead and log off tonight. I hope you was able to enjoy the show and get something from it. And until we meet again, definitely, as always, keep your light on and stay out the bushes. And to all my brothers and sisters of the craft, regardless of your jurisdiction, I will forever remember you in my prayers. And let's do what we got to do. And definitely share the light and keep peace and harmony amongst ourselves. All right? Stay steady, stay fast. Until we meet again, joy always. Later.